Hello everyone, Azrokaiyax here playing some more Destiny Rising. And today we're going to be talking about the Hero Aura Stage 1. It doesn't say the word event, but I'm going to say event, because technically it is an event. It's in the event page. We're going to talk about it. I'm probably going to rant for like 20, 30 minutes. Who knows? Just letting you guys know ahead of time. That's basically what this is. Uh, yeah. So here we go. First, let me just stare at the page for a second. I got to get that good thumbnail. Uh, uh, okay, okay. I don't know why I keep doing that. So this is the event, Hero Aura Stage 1, and basically to just read it to balance the lower pick rate of certain characters. That means that they have data. They're checking the data. They know that nobody picks these characters. That's why they're here. The development team will slow down the frequency of new character releases. So we're no longer getting new characters. Technically, it's a slow down. It doesn't say stop. So, like in theory, we could maybe get another character sooner than we think, but I'm pretty sure they meant the word stop, as they've been kind of lacking in a lot of the stuff they're doing. So they're stopped making new characters to focus on the hero aura system. Question mark. The fuck is that? Co-creation is now open. Question mark. The fuck is that? And the voting for Hero Aura Phase 1 is here. I, okay. Participate in the co creation voting and bring your favorite hero back to the prestige battlefield. So they know, as of right now, they know that these characters apparently cannot hang in the battlefield. They're not strong enough. Okay? Final results will be connected between, I don't know what this is. North America, Europe, Malaysia, Ethiopia, Antarctica. Anybody who knows what this is, tell me in the chat. In the chat, that'd be funny. And then Cartoon Network, yes. So they know the characters are bad. Now, obviously, just give you guys a second to really look at the characters. Okay, first things first. As you guys can tell, where the fuck are the 4 stars? There are no 4 star characters. Almost nobody plays with the 4 star. The 4 star loading time, the numbers, nobody plays with 4 stars, like ever. That's the first problem, okay? So they literally don't want us to play with 4 stars. Why even have them in the game? They're not even here. What if I like my Finala, my Fifi? I want to vote for Fifi. I can't because she's not fucking here. Obviously, they're only putting 5 stars because these are the characters you have to pay money for. So I understand that's just some fucking bullshit. So that's the first thing that makes me mad. Um, the second thing, where the fuck is Wolf? So if any of you guys seen my video on when I leveled up Wolf and I did a damage test of all of his damage, how he was playing and whatnot, nothing has changed. The only thing that happened to Mythic Wolf from Legendary to Mythic is that he gained 950 power level and he got a new skill. He did not get stronger. His stats did not change. My stats didn't go up. I didn't get more health or defense. Like nothing changed. That's all that happened. Just 950 more light level, and he got a new skill. And the new skill fucking sucks. Like it's so bad comparatively to the other 2 skills that he has. Or I guess if you just want to go into the one skill, I mean, like the wave, this fire wave is so much better than this. This is the original skill, and this is the next skill that you get from making a mythic. Yeah, it's this is so good because it not only does it burn them, it corrupts them. So if you just shoot them, you're doing hella damage. This one, it doesn't corrupt them. It does burn them, but it doesn't corrupt them, and it takes time. And you see the damage. Like if you guys saw my video, that I don't think the damage is correct. It's not doing 2,000 damage. Like it was doing fucking garbage damage. It's like this weapon was killing. This was doing crazy damage. Skill. Like yeah, yeah, guys. But yeah, that's the second thing. Like Wolf isn't there, and like I feel like Wolf should be there because he didn't get a fucking improvement. He didn't change, man. Nothing. It infuriates me. But yeah, first thing again. No 4 stars, so they don't give a shit about 4 stars. The Wolf got upgraded. They don't give a shit about Wolf because he didn't change. Like, how is nobody talking about the fact that he's still the same strength, the same power level? Nobody can because they forced us all back to level 1 through the fucking Emir system again. So it's frustrating. So now, again, going back into up here, they know for a fact that nobody picks these characters. They have the data, is what they're saying in here. They have it. They know nobody picks these characters at all. So they're creating some weird hero aura system that makes them that's gonna make them stronger. Like, what does that mean? What does that do? And then look at the actual list, guys. How many 5 stars are there? Okay, this is 7 people here. That's it. There's 7 people. So who else is missing? I don't have all the 5 stars. I don't know why I clicked on this. I'm only missing these 2, but Jiren wasn't there. Tyreek wasn't there. Ikora wasn't there. Ephrodite wasn't there. Hellheist wasn't there. So you're telling me, you know for a fact, you have the data, you know for a fact that nobody's playing these characters because they're a lot weaker than the extremely strong power character. Like, again, Ikora, Jiren, Ephrodite, fucking Hellheist. 4 characters. Is that it? How many 5 stars are there? Only 4. Oh, come on. Come on. Characters. No. Yeah, because I'm missing the 2. But Wolf isn't there too, so 5 technically. But yeah, Tarok's not there. 6. Yeah. What I'm saying is, like, Tarok's pretty good. I mean Tarok. Tyreek. Fuck, reflex. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is they know. They know that they made those characters so unbelievably strong. Again, barring Tyreek and Wolf, since Tyreek is relatively new, and Wolf just became a mythic, so he is new. Those 4 characters, they know they're so strong and so played by people playing the game that they're making this weird system that we have to vote on. What the fuck you mean I gotta vote on my character? Remember, I play a 4-star, guys. So I'm already in the trenches. I understand that. But, like, what if your favorite character is Yolder or Ningfei, Tantu, Gwen, Maru, Caber, the Resolute, and Estella? Like, what if one of these characters is your favorite character? And now every day you gotta log in and fucking beg, hope, and pray that other people want to play your character. But look at this ratio. 6%, 7, 8, 27. You're not fucking losing. 5, 4, 39. Like, they said they're gonna combine these 3 servers, right? So that means that even if you got 100% all of these, is multiplied times 3, so it's 300%. So you need at least 150 plus to be like, okay, it's gonna be chosen. But because there's so many of them and it's spread even further, having a number like this, 40, almost 40%, this one almost 30, it almost guarantees that these characters are going to, this character, because it's the highest, or this character, basically that they're the ones that are going to be getting a rework or a buff or whatever this hero aura is. And it's like, why the fuck do we need this? Honestly, why do we need this weird ass hero aura system? Why do we need to fight? Why is everything a fight in this game? Why do we need to fucking fight each other and beg and hope and pray that our character is the one that gets stronger? How the fuck does that make sense? Huh? How is that fair? Why? Why would... There's 4 characters in the game that everybody uses. Ikora, Ephrodite, Jiren, Hellheist herself, the queen. Like, how about instead of updating one of these characters at a time, we just nerf the 4 fucking god characters? Am I the only one who's smart enough to, like, I was rude, I apologize. That was rude. I'm saying, like, I don't make video games, but if I was making games, wouldn't it be easier to weaken the characters that are so unbelievably strong that nobody wants to play with any other character in the game? Wouldn't that be the better idea? Because nobody plays with these characters because they're not strong enough. Why are they not strong enough? Because this is a gotcha game. They have to sell you power creep. What if they just stop power creeping? Like at the end of the day, every character in this game, their damage is just numbers. You could just make the numbers even or fair. Like I I don't I don't understand gotcha games and the power creep. Like money doesn't mean anything if nobody wants to play the game anymore. You just wasted millions to fuck yourself. Like I don't understand it. Now, for the record, just to let you guys know, I am on the North America server, so this is the North American rates. I'm assuming for my server. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know, guys. Like Aphrodite does too much damage. She just her skills should just be lowered, bro. She does too much fucking damage. She dodges too many times. Like that's just realistic, man. Jiren, I mean, he has auto headshots and his skills count as weapon damage. Like, boy's strong as fuck, dude. Same thing. He needs to get nerfed a little bit. Hell Heist, guys. The entire meta of this whole fucking game is you have to bring a Hell Heist because she can make heavy ammo. Just take away the ability to make heavy ammo. I mean, that won't fix her. That won't make her fair. Well, actually, probably. I don't know how good the drones are. Like, I don't use. I have a Hell Heist, but I don't use her. So I don't know really how good the drones are, even if you took away the heavy ammo. But like at least if they took away the heavy ammo, people wouldn't require you to have a hell heist for end game content. It would be like, oh, you can be whoever you want to be, not okay, we need a hell heist and then two we need a speed character and a damage character, which really boils down to you bringing hell heist, Ikora, and Jiren. And it's like Aphrodite switch within Jiren. So it's like, what? Why is that always the end, man? I don't like that. And the only reason that's the end is because these characters are the fastest. These characters have the strongest damage. Ikora literally gives herself a fucking overshield when she dodges. How you gonna dodge, heal, and get damage? Like so much shit that happens when she does her skill. It's like those four characters are so unbelievably strong and broken that in my mind, I feel like it would be easier to just weaken them so that more other characters are viable. But the problem is that's only half the battle, guys. If you weaken characters or strengthen these characters, they're just gonna make new characters at the same level but stronger because it's a fucking gotcha game. They're gonna keep doing the power creep. And every time a character comes out that they make stronger, well, once they do that, they also have to make enemies stronger. And that's why nobody uses these characters. It's because their damage was only viable at a lower tier level of the game months ago. And now that we have characters that are so much stronger and they had to make the enemies strong enough to fight these new strong characters, playing these older characters, they don't do enough damage because they were never meant to do enough damage. They're literally power crept. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like it's really fucking annoying because it's like they could just fix the numbers, weaken and buff everybody to an extent. Like that was one of the things that Destiny 2 did, but they always had to balance it. They were always thinking about balance because they're like, well, there's all these different classes, there's all these different skills, all these different exotics that work with these skills. They had to balance so much. So that's why I understand when Destiny 2 was always dragging on updates and people are like, oh, come on, come on. I'm like, bro, they can't just add something to the game. They have to like make sure the thing that they created that they're adding is fair and won't fuck up anything. Problem with the gotcha game and that it's a prize grab, grabbing cash and everything, is that they're not caring about the balance. Because if they did care about the balance, we wouldn't fucking be voting right now. They would literally they have the data. I can't even say they would. They have the data. They know if they have the frequency of the amount of characters being used, then they know what the people are doing with those characters. They know how much damage they're doing, how often they die, like stuff like that. Because if you're not gonna tell me you just have this one bit of data, so they know that those four characters are so strong, so used so much that they're like, oh well, maybe like they just need to nerf them. I feel like it would be a lot easier for the company and doing stuff if they just made those characters weaker, you know, so that nobody needs a power buff. Everybody can just stay the fucking same and then lower the enemies. Because again, it's not just these guys. They're strong. They're way stronger than these characters, but they also the enemies were again, as time progressed on, the enemies have been made for them. They need to weaken the enemies and weaken the characters, and then other people will start playing with this. Again, I really do think Hell Heist should lose her crafting of heavy ammo. I think that breaks the game. I don't think it's fair. Don't get me wrong. I understand it and I like it. I understand that it's such a good skill that it changes so much. But because it breaks the game, because there's so many iterations of combat, even every time we do the world's first, guys, everyone, you just bring a Hell Heist. Like, imagine if they don't have a Hell Heist. Imagine everyone in the world's first trying to beat crazy ass raids, doing all these mechanics, and they don't have infinite fucking ammo like Destiny 2. Remember those days? They're like, that's what, to be honest, I feel like that's my only hate with her. I mean, she does have two drones. I'm not one for summons, you know, but as Stella was kind of fun to play with. I don't really like Hell Heist like that, but I just think that her creating heavy ammo breaks the entire game. Because, like, recently we got the bad juju, okay? The bad juju is a gun where when you get killed, it gave you super. Now, in Destiny 2, when you got killed, it immediately raised your super. But from what my Yahaku was telling me, because I didn't use a gun in this, when you get kills in this game, you have to reach max ranks and then it starts giving you super. Like, they nerfed a skill that gives you your super considerably versus a character who can just give you infinite ammo. And it's like I really think they should take that ability from her. So that end game doesn't always have to be, if you're in a team, there has to be a Hell Heist. Like, I like random. I like people just playing the characters that they want to play. Like my boy Little Hero. He really likes Tan2, but Tan2 is nowhere as strong as Umiko. That's just facts. So he plays. If you notice, the last couple of times we played, he switches over and he plays Umiko or Gwen, because now he was finally able to get her. Like, he likes his character, but because of the way the character is built and the damage and the fact that he wasn't made to be super strong. Remember, Tan2 is support, but then also Hell Heist, the strongest and best character in the game, because her ability to create infinite heavy ammo and heal herself, create drones that do crazy damage. Like, she's a support. So imagine comparing those two supports, Tan2 to fucking Hell Heist. They're both 5 stars. They're both supposed to be of the same and or equivalent power. How? How? And then again, Tan2 gets defeated by Umiko. Like, remember when remember anybody playing Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, fucking, not, I'm gonna say Dawn Blib, stupid. Well of Radiance. Like, why did they fuck this dude's Well? Why is he two characters in one? Why don't we just split him and make Yam? You know what I mean? Just damage and healing and using a well and using a bubble. Like, these two characters should always have value. They should, but nobody uses them because they're so weak and because their supers are just buffs. But you could just have Hell Heist, infinite ammo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like these buffs, her bubble and his well, those things mattered. And this game took that away. So you can't play with a character whose super isn't damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, these characters have to get better. Naruto, in my personal opinion, I don't know what's wrong with him. The only thing I could think of is that, like, because he uses a submachine gun, it's a lot weaker than like a hand cannon or something stronger. So, like, I honestly, I don't feel like he needs an upgrade, to be honest. I feel like he's fine. But then again, I don't play him enough. I feel like the bad thing about submachine guns is that they didn't have any range. So, like, I feel like that was like his one bad thing. But the problem is every character is supposed to have a flaw. When you play a character, it's like, this guy is a jumping around ninja, electricity, submachine gun, and crossbow. Like, he has short range and mid range. He doesn't have long. Well, this character has long twice because it's scout, so he could just get from anywhere. Like, when you're playing a classed character, something you didn't create yourself, you have to accept the fact that they have flaws. They have areas that they cannot fight, and you have a choice. You either learn how to combat these areas with your specific character, your specific build, or avoid those at all costs. Which is why in PvP, when I'd be playing, Fifi, I'd be like, oh, I don't run down straightaways. I don't go down locations where there are snipers. Why? Because I can't beat. Like, I mean, I've done it, but like, I can't. The chance of me out snipe, like with an auto rifle, out sniping a sniper, it's not. It's very hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, same thing for scouties. You have to learn your character, their weapons, and how good your range is and stuff like that. But the character themselves, man, it falls off because then going into like PvE content, you're fighting bosses. Everything in this game is about time. People only care about I gotta do it fast, I gotta do it fast, I gotta do it fast. But the only way to do it fast is if you're strong. So you need strength and speed, and these characters don't have that. You know what I'm saying? These characters, like again, he had damage, he has speed, but it's not as much as an effort. The sword's okay, but it's just one weapon. This guy's slow. She can teleport, but it's like a really weird lock-on teleport. It's very uncomfortable. Maru's slow as fuck. Caber's slow as fuck. Estella's slow as fuck. Like, do you understand? Like these power and speed is all that matters in this game, and it fucking sucks because I hate that shit. It makes these characters not playable anymore because people only want to play meta, and if the meta is Aphrodite, Ikora, Hell Heist, and Jiren, people are only gonna play those. I mean, yeah, they'll play their other characters, but why the fuck? Like again, anybody who plays video games, they know it's like, why would you enter combat with an inferior build, especially if it's something serious? And because of the way the Amer system is and how we're forcing us to constantly get stronger, we're fighting enemies at our level all the time. We can't be playing around anymore. You die like crazy and it pisses people off. Nobody wants to fucking die. Nobody wants to lose. Like, sorry, I'm just ranting, guys. I just, I think it'd be better to nerf these characters, weaken them, so that these characters are more usable because there aren't people who are so much stronger and then lowering the enemies. Again, I have to keep reiterating the enemies are made to be killed by the new characters, and the new characters are too strong. So we need to nerf the new characters and nerf the enemies. Voting for one fucking character to be increased at a time. Like, how long is this gonna take? This okay, this it was yesterday, so 9, 8, it was 8 days. So 9 days. 9 days. Is it gonna do this fucking 7 times? So for the next 9 times, like 7 weeks, 9 weeks. Like I stage one, I'm assuming there's gonna stage one phase. It's not even the same word here. Phase one, whatever. They're I'm assuming they're gonna do one character at a time. They're like, oh, you wanted this character to level up, and then it's like co-creation. So I'm assuming they're gonna ask us what we want to be changed. So let me go my assumption of how this is gonna go. Let's say everybody chooses Ningfei. I like Naruto. He's cool. Every now and then I play with him. It's fun. Shifting Ning, the good old days, man. Fucking Ning and shifting gates. Good times, fun. Uh, I'm assuming once we like, let's say he wins. After that, it's gonna be like co-creation. It's like, what do you think we should change about the character? And then we're either gonna have to type it all in, or they're just gonna give us like a bunch of like, see how this was just choosing a vote. It's probably gonna be like a pick and choose who who you want. You know what I mean? Who like what I mean? Who you want? Or what abilities you want? Or what you think it should be there. Again, I'm assuming it's gonna be a multiple choice, or we have to type it in. But the problem with typing it in is that I mean you have to pay someone to read thousands of comments, and then they're not gonna fucking do that if they're not paying people to fucking make the game. So it's gonna be like if you choose this character, they already know what they want to do to the character. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like I don't think for a second that they don't have every single one of these characters already planned to be increased, with this hero system, but they're gonna drip feed it to us for some reason. Hello, everyone. Sorry, guys. I am back. My mic broke for those last 5 minutes. I do apologize. I was ranting, man. I was talking a lot. I have no idea what the fuck. Again, it's one of those things where like I hate about my mic. If I'm not making sound, it just turns off. So obviously, me talking, like me doing this, it doesn't make game sound, but me clicking here makes game sound. So like I guess I fucking just kept talking and I didn't touch anything. So my mic fucking turned off. But yeah, I just checked this. So the last like 5 minutes I didn't say anything. I do apologize for that. I don't know what I said though. I'm just gonna try and I'm gonna keep clicking on this and just uh try and go back to what I was saying. The last thing of sound that was said was that I was talking about the percentiles and about the characters. Like I already believe they have these characters planned out. I have no fucking idea what it. I was ranting for a good 5+ minutes of silence, guys. I'm very mad because I have no idea what I was saying. Like that's the whole point of recording shit. That I don't have. It's just done. God fucking damn it. Um, I don't know. I like lost all my trains of thought because I went through so many. But I'm just gonna go reiterate the last things that I remember saying. The top main characters of damage in the game is Hellheist, Jiren, Ephraim, and Ikora. I believe that these characters, it would be easier to nerf these characters and take away Hellheist's ammo generation for the heavy than to buff all of these characters. Because if you nerf these characters and then nerf the enemies that we're fighting, these characters will have more of a viability to be played because the new characters are so much stronger and a lot more. They power crept all the other characters in the game, so it'd be easier gameplay wise. But I know they're not going to do that. I know they're just going to drip feed, like they're going to drip feed us characters, guys. Literally, I'm pretty sure they already have every character set up and on standby. So it's just once a character wins, they're going to be like, all right, bro, selection, choose what you want. I don't know, man. Going through the characters, like they're not horrible. It's just they don't keep up damage wise. This whole game is just fucking damage and speed. That's all that fucking matters. Damage and speed. And these characters don't really have that. Like just going through them. She can teleport, but she teleports toward an enemy and it's like forward. It's a weird. It's not as good as Ikora, so it's no speed ups. And damage is okay, but a sword is never going to beat a gun in damage. It's just a situational thing. Caber all the way in the back sniping. They could do that with Hell Heist. So, Naruto, he was, top rank for speed, but Jiren and Ephraim pretty much do the same. Ikora, like they're up there, if not higher than him. Maru's slow as fuck. Tantu's slow as fuck. Estella's slow as fuck. So like they're not doing the speed and the damage, man. And that's what this whole game is boiled down to, where it's like every character needs a dash and some type of damage. And it's like, why? But those are the best characters because all the content in the game requires you to run for your fucking life and do a crazy amount of damage. So they just put them together, which makes these characters fall off. Who wants to play with Tan 2, super slow, create healing, when you could be efforty throwing spears and healing from throwing spears? Like, it makes a lot of people not want to play these characters because of the damage they do, the stats. Like, in my personal opinion, if they just want to raise all the characters, they can. I don't know why we're fucking voting. Like, to keep up with these power crept characters, I'm saying like all of the characters, these guys would have to get a damage increase by 25 to 50%, guys. That's the only way that these characters are going to be keeping up with the fucking four gods. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, Tyreek and Wolf are there, but like, I mean, I do believe Tyreek needs a buff. I don't like his tornado comes out of his legs, and like I would want it to come out of his head. So when you could jump, you could throw it, because when you jump and you do the tornado, it comes out of your feet, so that bitch just goes down. Like I would like to jump and then throw the tornado so it can go. I don't know. Also, I don't like that it dissipates before it hits the ground. I don't think that's fair either. But I know that if they made it like that, people could throw things off the map. So obviously can't have that. Uh, but yeah, and for you guys thinking 25 to 50%, that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. But remember, you're trying to power balance Yolder to Efforty, Caber to Hell Heist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like these characters, they're not they're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not, come on now. They're not one of the four fucking horsemen, man. They're not the gods. Like, they just fell down. And again, it'd be easier to nerf these people and, you know, nerf them and nerf for the enemies a bit. Uh, Nobody wants to. Why would you want to play with a weaker character? Especially since every time we play something, we always have the MVP. Every time you stare at the MVP, like you guys have seen me play, who gets the highest damage? Efforty, Hell Heist, Ikora, Jiren. I'm talking about 50 to 80% of the damage in the entire fucking run. You guys have seen me play. You guys know this is factual. 80% damage. And I'm just staring at like, bro, like why was I even here? The Hell Heist could have fucked everything by herself. Like, why? How is that should never be a thing. You should never be so unbelievably strong that the idea of playing another character sounds asinine. Because then it goes into the same concept. Right now, you have to choose to do fucking floor. It doesn't matter what's like, let's say 50 in the expanse. And it's like you have the choice of Yolder or fucking Hell Heist. Now, obviously, everyone's going to be like, well, what tower are we doing? Whatever the perfect tower is for you, it doesn't fucking matter. The point is, you're gonna choose the character that infinitely has fucking heavy ammo, and infinitely is like and infinitely has heavy ammo and can infinitely do higher amounts of damage than any of the other characters. Why? Because they have infinite fucking heavy ammo. Like again, going into Efforty, Jiren, and Ikora, they do so much damage. Ikora literally dodges and blows up the field. Like, how are these characters supposed to compare to that? They can't. That's what I'm saying. 25 to 50% increased damage is not a lot. And again, we're not even talking about the 4 stars. I want to play Finala. I like Finala. Until I find another character that's as good as Finala, I'm gonna play Fifi. I love Fifi. But she doesn't get any nothing. What about Umiko? What about Tiger? What about regular Caber, regular Ikora? They just phase these characters out and they don't even want to upgrade them or make them better. And they're never gonna do the damage of these characters. They can't even do the damage of these characters. They're not gonna do the damage of fucking the gods. So it's like I'm mad at this event because this event is literally telling us right now, all of us playing this game, that at any moment in time, they could make all of these characters 25 to 50% stronger today. They could just boost them today and see what's up. See if that's good enough to make people play other characters. Or something of that equivalency is what I'm trying to say. And they're not. They're making us vote for it like fucking animals to who do we want to play the most of. And then what are they gonna do with that data? Oh, everybody wants to play with Gwen or everybody wants to play with Stella. You know what? Maybe we'll throw another costume out. We release their banner and make some more money. Like it's just money. It's just money, money, money. And it's like, do we not pay enough? How much money does a gotcha game have to make before they stop being scummy? Or is it just an infinite thing? Like I like this game. I love this game. It's so much fun. I love Destiny. I love Destiny 2. I've played this game for fucking 10 plus, you know what I'm saying? Like all the years of my goddamn life. It's just like, dude. And I don't like getting fucked over, and I hate other people getting fucked over. And then everyone, because we want to play this game, we have to accept getting fucked over. And I'm like, bro, I don't. You could only get fucked over so many times before you're just like, I'm good. And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. Like gameplay wise, the season's fucking ass. My friends are leaving to play. Like, and this is the event we get. Vote for a character we think deserves to be stronger. They all deserve to fucking be stronger. Every character in the game except for the 4 fucking assholes. Like I get mad, guys. I get mad because again, I don't make video games, but I've played video games for over fucking damn almost 30 years. So it's like, come on, guys. I've played so many good games. I've played so many bad games. I've played games with crazy mechanics. You could just boost them. That's all you have to do. Like that's what I'm saying. I'd rather, again, it'd be easier in my mind to nerf these people and not fuck with these guys so they stay in the same categories as they are. It's easier to mess with 4 pieces versus 7, but that's my opinion. Again, the enemies as well, because if we upgrade, again, you guys got to think about that. Remember, as I'm saying, if we upgrade one of these characters and they get stronger and or as strong as one of the 4 gods, well, that means that the enemies, they're gonna look at the enemies and be like, well, we made this new character, we upgraded Yolder, she now does X, Y, and Z more damage. Maybe we should increase the enemies to have a couple hundred more health, a couple thousand more health, a couple hundred more damage. You know what I'm saying? Like until it gets to the point where we're doing like the ultimate. Anybody who does the ultimate trial in the pack, that the dude kills you in like fucking 4 seconds. Like it's crazy how fast he just lasers you down. It's like I don't want to play that. That's not fun. I want to play a game like we're supposed to be super soldiers, space wizards. We're supposed to feel like demigods. And the only time we actually have trouble is when we're fighting a boss. But a boss is supposed to feel like a boss. And it's like sometimes they like, don't get me wrong, as they've updated this game fucking a bajillion times, like some of the updates do make at the back in the olden days, months ago, it was like, oh, this is a pretty decent update. Nowadays it's just we're just buffing characters. Like, remember when she wasn't able to do her skill and shoot? She can do her skill and shoot. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, being able to use your skill and shoot, but it is. Because like I played Finala. Both of my skills require me to stop aiming my fucking gun. And both of her skills allow her to keep aiming her gun and activate her skills. Do you understand the difference in character? Could you imagine if I could just play and instead of that 1 or 2 seconds when I do my slam or I do my hero, my fire shield where it spins, I don't have to stop aiming. That the shield just activates and I can just keep shooting. Like this, her giving her that upgrade was such a random power creep that other characters don't have because they have to stop what they're doing to do their skill. They can't just keep shooting and do their skill. Caber, he has to turn his shield on, slam it down, and creates a shield. Imagine if you could just be shooting and then activate the shield. No change, no transition. The only boom, it just activates, and now you're just shooting electric bullets. Like it's a broken thing. They didn't give to anybody else, and I'm just bringing that up, just let you guys know that was just some bullshit. But whatever. This girl has it too. Yeah, because she can shoot the. Well, I mean, her thing is more of an instant. She stops shooting to shoot her rocket instantly. It's like super fast, but still, there's. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm ranting and do apologize. It just really infuriates me because it's just looking at this like they're making us fight over crumbs, man. And they didn't even put the 4 gods here. They know nobody plays these characters, and they want people to play these characters, but nobody's gonna play these characters because these characters are better. And they're so much better because you made them broken as fuck. Nobody wants to play these characters. So nobody's gonna spend money on these characters. So literally having these characters in the game becomes fucking pointless. Do you understand that? Pointless. Because I can tell you right now, a maxed out fucking Yolder T6 with max Ascension is not beating a maxed out Ephrodite with Ascension or Jiren, Hell Heist. Definitely not fucking Ikora. Do you understand the disparity? Like it's not even a thought. The idea of you thinking that I should bitch slap the fuck out of you. Like it's dumb. Like, and it makes me mad because that's how it is. Why? Why do we have to come up with all these stupid ass fucking high numbers? Why can't we just fuck it? Why can't we just weaken every character in the game and then weaken the enemies? Like I don't like I hate we don't need to do hundreds of thousands of damage. We don't need to do millions, guys. Like, remember this? Remember this Destiny 2? We were doing hundreds. Couple thousand, 100,000 was pretty decent. Like I don't need to see big numbers to feel special, guys. Like I remember doing a fucking mission, or whatever the fuck I recorded a while back, and I did like 24 mil, and I was like, I did 24 mil. Like it didn't even feel like I did that. Like these numbers are so fucking inflated and stupid. I'm mad on so many levels, guys, and this is just trash. This is just fucking trash. We don't have the 4 stars here. We don't have the extra like 6 or 7 characters that aren't here. These are just the ones that nobody's fucking using because they're too weak compared to the four gods. Which they put Jiren back out, so I can pull for Jiren now. Why would I give a shit? Like I want the characters to be better, but I hate the fact that we're fighting for it. Just like the bad juju, just like the fucking Lamarck. They're making us fight for something that they should just give us. Like if we don't care, like you have the data. You know people don't play these characters, or they used to play them, then they stopped because Aphrodite or Ikora or etc. And it's like, why did they stop? Because they're not the same equivalency of damage. That the other character is just so much better that it's like, why play anybody else? Again, I play a 4-star. I play Fifi. I play Finala. I play a character who has been lost to time, and I have made her as strong as I possibly can. But even then, as you guys have know how strong I am, I've cleared the fucking towers to a certain extent. Even when I play online, I'm not getting MVP. Not even close. Like I barely get MVP because I'm playing a character. Even though my character is top tier, she's just She's just Fifi. She's just 4-star man. Nothing's changing. Like I've seen Hell Heist tap. I guess and Caper maybe. I've seen Hell Heist tap fucking like Shinkas, like all of them. Like I mean, probably not a spread to be honest, but piercing, impact, rapid fire. I've seen her shoot at it. So those two, maybe not, but those are two. Like one tap, the entire life bar, broke the shield, killed him instantly. And I know that's like the arbalist or whatever, but the fact that you can kill an entire Shinka in one hit is fucking, it's insanity. That should not even be a thing. Like you're telling me you did. I'm assuming this thing has like 10 million HP. You did 10 million in one hit in theory. Like what? How am I supposed to keep compare to that? Like how are these characters supposed to compare to the idea of 10 million in a hit? I mean you could use the weapons. You get a pass technically. You do have a sniper, but even then it's like how good is it? How good is your sniper? Like I don't know, guys. I really don't like this. Again, I have to keep reiterating. I'm sorry for ranting. And again, I don't hate the game or anything like that. I really like the game. I want goodness and fairness for everybody because I like playing. I like PvE. I like PvP. I like PvE, VP. Like I like playing the game. I like matchmaking. So when I'm playing a bunch of the game and matchmaking and I start noticing stuff, nobody using certain characters, everybody fighting the exact same way. It's just like when it stops becoming like a fun game anymore and it just becomes if you're not using meta, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like when you enter the matches and everybody's playing Efforty. Like I've entered so many games where 3 or 4 of my teammates are Efforty. Like no one will choose anything else. Ikora's, fucking Hell Heist. Like there's always a Hell. If there's no Hell Heist, someone will switch over to Hell Heist. Which again is convenient, but it's like, why does she have to be there? Oh, she makes heavy ammo. Take it away from her. Like it's just so bad, guys. There's so many things that could be changed in this game. I complain about them all the time. You guys know this. I talk about it. Just things on my mind in the game, and just it's fucking trash, bro. Genuinely, just it just makes me mad, man. It just makes me mad because again, we're like, there's no way like they're only gonna give us one character, guys. Right now, we're not voting for every character. We're voting for the one. And again, I don't know how long this drip feed is gonna go, but if this was like 8 or 9 days, that's phase 1. So there's gonna be a stage 2, which is gonna be the creation process, and then stage 3 is gonna be the character's done. Try him out. Like I just don't like this. But I've talked enough on that. Let me actually show the bits of the event. So the event, you have to pay these tickets to vote for the characters. I haven't voted yet, so I don't know how it works, but you need these tickets to vote. So yes, uh, going into the voting, every day you are going to have these 2 challenges. So the event came out yesterday. I beat it yesterday real quick, and then starting today I was gonna do it. Then I learned just like the other event with the Tiger event. The first one, which again I thought this was login every day. No, this is just login one time. So you only get this once every day. You have to do these two. So as you can see, 40 from that, and I only have the 40. Uh, yeah, it's really annoying. I feel like it's more of a challenge than a like logging in daily is like auto. I don't know why they took that. Like, do you remember we had events where every day logging in was a thing, right? And they would give us rewards just for playing the game that day. I I don't know why they did this. Like, they just to fuck us off points. It's really weird. But yes, we're gonna vote for characters now. As I've just said, I don't play anybody else. But Finala, you guys know this. But I do try the characters every now and then. And personally, I don't really have an affinity for any of these characters. Like, I don't like Gwen's spin. I don't like her teleport, so I don't use her. I don't have Maru, but I don't like standing still. When I did try her in the trial and I did her story shit, I didn't like the way she fought. Like, I don't care about this character. To be honest, Ning is the only character that I'm like, he isn't bad. Like, I've played Ning, he's just more of a PvP character. Like, if you want to play PvP, he's kind of the fun. He's a fun guy. So it's like, no hate. Yolder. Now you would think just because she has a sword, I like her, but I actually really don't like Yolder. Like, I mean, she has a sword, so I respect that she has a sword. And if I need a void character, well, who am I kidding? I'd never switch characters unless I have to. But she's not too bad. Like, I can't even. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, why would I use Yolder though? If I need to do anything with a void character, I'm just gonna use Ikora. I have a god character. Like, just use Ikora. Caber again. I don't really use him for anything other than the Boa Cops. He's very slow, and I'm not one for getting precision hits, so I don't really care. Estella, I hate summons. I told you this guys, I fucking hate summons. I think they're cheating. Uh, so I don't really use her like that at all. And Tantu, he's a sniper scouty. His skills are no. I hate switching skills. Like, I don't like any of these characters. What I'm trying to say, guys. The only one I kind of like is Naruto. It's the only one that I could use and be like, I know who I'm playing. I'm not like mad. Like, everyone else is. Okay, okay. So okay, it does work the way I was thinking it's going to work. All right, okay. I'm just gonna grab these. So, like I said, I don't care. I 100%. I do not care. All these characters, I don't really play them, but at least I know that I could hop on Naruto and be happy. I again, I don't like her spin like that. Oh, her teleport. This guy, I don't have her, but again, I didn't like playing her. Just because you have a sword doesn't mean you're good. Uh, Again, you're tower defense, so I mean, I wouldn't mind Caber going up, but use them. I don't like summons and tentus and tentu. So technically, Ning Fang is the only one that I'm actually going to vote for, or I would vote for. But again, I love you guys, so I'm gonna put 10 on everybody, and then the rest of the days, I'm just gonna put everything on Ning. But out of respect, I will do everybody else first. So I'm just gonna drop 10 on everybody because I love you guys. I wish you guys could get your characters, but we all know it's just gonna be whoever gets the highest. So I'm gonna just put 10 on everybody for you guys, okay? Just do the homies. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Obviously, put your votes on the character you want. I'm just doing this to be like, you all deserve a chance to get the character that you want upgraded, but that's not gonna happen. It's not real life. So, oh wow, really, really, I wow, everybody got booted except for him. All right, well, yeah. Damn, I'm sorry, Ning. I promise I'll vote for you tomorrow. I'll vote for you the rest of the season or whenever the fuck. But again, looking at the numbers, guys, it really looks like Estella, like, with her height. Because remember, we're gonna have to go through these two things. But like, let's say, what is our lowest? Our lowest is 4.4. Round up to 5. She would be 40. Round up. So let's say 40, and then we get 5 twice. So we would have a 50% on this character. Highest possible value is 300%, but obviously that's not going to happen because all the numbers are separated. So that's already, again, 50%. That's really fucking high. And if any of these two servers have anything higher than 5, like, because this is the most likely of the most likely reality of it, that you're gonna have a bunch of 4s and 5s and 6s, and then a 30 and a 40, or a 30 and a 50. Like I'm like betting on it now. It's gonna be a Stella. I don't see another character winning because they have like they're at 48%. I don't see another character winning. It's gonna be a Stella, which she's in my personal opinion, Estelle is one of the fucking gods of the game. When you make her correctly and your summon actually does, like, anybody who's played Estella like equivalent strong well, they know that her dragon, her ult, does so much damage. It's a boss destroyer. It vapes. So it's like I feel like she should be with the fucking gods down here. Like I don't think she should even be in this fucking list, man. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It's, I don't like this. Maybe I'm wrong. That's the main thing, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is gonna be fucking amazing. Maybe this is gonna make the game better. Maybe fucking drip feeding us this bullshit and getting one character at a time is good. I, I don't know. Again, I'm talking from the point of view of the event's been out for 2 days. We don't know what's gonna happen in 2 months. Again, I'm a man of the benefit of the doubt. I will always be like, I have hope in my heart. I will believe the best, but I also want to give my opinion. And my opinion is this is fucking garbage, and they could have done better. They could have done a lot better. But that's current. Obviously, time will show as it gets. Hopefully, as it gets better. Yeah, and again, that's it. The character stuff. Yeah, again, sorry for the sound breakage for 5 minutes. Uh, yeah. Yeah, just yeah, yeah, guys. These are the characters, man. It's getting better. I just it would have been funny, if Hell Heist is there and everybody voted for Hell Heist to make her stronger. How funny would that have been? The strong, like, that's honestly why they're not there, because everyone would have been like, well, that she's a god character, we can make her better. Like, do you understand? They knew to not put her there. How fucking hilarious is that? They knew. And then they didn't put a single 4-star, man. All these 4-stars that we could have upgraded. But no. I'm done complaining, guys. My bad. Yeah, let me just end it here. Hope you viewers enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell button for notifications. I don't know why I forgot. And share if you want to. Wow, I don't. It like completely got deleted on my brain. What the fuck? That was crazy. Yeah. This is Azrokaiyax signing off. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, wait. Did I check? Wait, hold up. Wasn't there like another thing I was supposed to read on this? No, there wasn't anything else to read. All right. Okay. Just make sure. Just to make sure. Always gonna make sure of these things, guys. And this is Azrokaiyax signing off.